tuned in to your dose of positivity. I am Marlene Motivates, and as I always say, just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
And to gain further support, join my channel membership. Hey everybody, it's Marlene of Marlene Motivates, and welcome to this dose of positivity. I am your channel for all things motivational, positive, life lessons, mindset shifting. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. I love to have you as a fellow motivator. So, welcome those who are live now in the audience, and also those who are watching in the replay. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here, and happy Friday to all. If you have not already, hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Today, we're going to be talking about cutting the cord to whatever is holding you back. I'll put that banner. Cut the cord to whatever is holding you back. And when I was thinking about this, cutting a cord, usually we think about the time when a mother, just gives birth to a baby and there is the umbilical cord. And that baby needed its mother because it couldn't do things on its own. And we also have to realize that there are certain things that is no longer needed in our life, and we have to get rid of it. We have to dismiss it because we can't grow as a person. We cannot have happiness. We cannot achieve and attain the things that we want to until we cut the cords to certain things. Then we can win. Then we can succeed. Then we can achieve. Then we can have our peace. Then we can have our happiness. And I know for a long time, for myself, I would attach myself to things that was not conducive to my mental health, to my spiritual health, to my emotional health, to my financial health, to my physical health, to my just overall well-being as a human being. There are certain things that we attach ourselves to that will keep us stuck, that will make us miserable. And we have to realize what these things are. And I'm going to be sharing with you guys 8 things that I found that we definitely need to cut the cord to. And it definitely holds us back. And when we become aware of things that are toxic or will destroy us, make us miserable, make us unhappy. When we cut the cords to these things, we're going to get back a lot. So, yeah, let's get into the discussion. But before then, we got to see who's in the chat. Hey, realist one, how are you? Got a moderator in the house. Shout out to my mods. Appreciate each and every one of you. And happy Friday to you, realist one, and to anybody who is watching live now. And we got the word. Hey, word, how are you doing? Welcome in. Happy Friday. How are you doing? A member in the house. Appreciate you. So let's talk about cutting some cords, everybody. Cutting some cords to some things that will disrupt your life, that will disrupt your peace, your happiness, all of those things. Let's get into it, okay? And we put up the first thing. Now, the first thing that I want to talk about cutting the cord to is cutting the cord to doubt. And I think from a young age, a lot of us grow up um, with having a lot of doubts. And even through our adulthood, we doubt our abilities, we doubt the things that we can do, and we doubt because of other people will put those doubts in our head, or we may put those doubts there. So we have to realize certain things about ourselves. Do I doubt myself, and why do I do it? Do I doubt because I don't think that I deserve to have certain things in my life? Do I doubt because of the whatever from other people, the projections of other people? Um, so we have to understand all of those things, and we have to stop doing that. We have to cut the cord to those things because it holds us back from our potential. And I say that very seriously to each and every one of you. When we doubt ourselves, we stop allowing our potential to take place in our life. There's so many things that you could have in your life if you stop doubting. And we definitely have to learn to trust the process, trust the process of your life. You know, we're all a work in progress. We all have things that we can do, but we have to stop doubting it. And it means to stop doubting, we have to forgive ourselves for even believing certain things, because for a long time I doubted that I could do certain things. I doubted that I was capable of amazing things. I doubted the talents that I possess because of another person and their personal things that they had going on. You know, other people will let whatever things that they have going on in their mind, you know, whether it be not mentally stable or whatever, but they'll push their doubts onto you. And if you're not careful, you will believe it. You will believe and you will doubt your own self. You will think, I can't do certain things and I won't do certain things. So, you know, think about those things that we doubt. Let's take a moment to uncover those things within ourselves. Everybody has things about themselves, and they wonder, even just for a little bit, I wonder if I am capable of doing certain things. And we doubt our own self, and we have to cut the cord to that. We have to cut the cord to doubt. It's so important that we encourage ourself. Yes, it's vital to how we feel about ourselves. It's vital to the things that we do in our own life. It also shows how much energy we have, because if we don't think we are capable of doing certain things, we doubt our own gifts, and I don't know, and can I do that? I wonder. And when we do those things to ourselves, we hold our own self back from success, from potential, from certain blessings. You may be stopping your own self from winning. So we have to cut the cord to those things. We definitely have to stop doubting ourselves. Do not doubt, my motivators. Don't doubt what you have. Don't doubt what you are. Don't doubt your abilities. You have abilities within yourself, and we must stop doubting ourselves. Okay. Got Sirius in the house. How are you doing, Sirius? Happy Friday. Good to see you. Got a mod on deck. Appreciate you. Happy Friday to you and everybody in the chat. I hope it has been an awesome week for everybody. And if not an awesome week, I hope that your weekend will be amazing. So yeah, everybody, we're cutting the cords, and the reason why it's so important to cut the cords to those seeds of doubt, because when we start doubting our ability, it affects our mind. It affects our mindset, and we sometimes have to shift our mindset. And that's why I talk about shifting mindsets so much over here on this channel, because we can have people, dropping those seeds of doubt in our mind from our childhood. Just a doubt you and doubt this and your looks and this and that and what you can do. And when really it's just a reflection, other people are reflecting their own issues. So don't let other people drop seeds of doubt inside of yourself. It's so important that we encourage our own self. Don't doubt your ability. Don't doubt who you are. Don't doubt what you're capable of being. Yet each and every one of us are capable of some amazing things. But if we don't cut the cords to doubt, then we will stay stuck. And that's not what we want. We don't want to stay stuck. We don't want to doubt who we are, and who you are is amazing. All right. So let's get into point number two. Point two, cut the cord to fears. Now, fear is something that is nothing wrong to, fear things, but the whole thing is we have fears because we lack the knowledge of something. You fear what you don't get. We sometimes don't get it. We can't process things, and that's why we have fear. But the whole thing about it is the reason why you're fearing to get the help that you need, to get the help to push through, to get to do what you need to do in your life, to get to your higher potential, stops you because you give into it. You believe that you can't do things, and those fears are not good. So it's very important for us to gain the knowledge, to go out there and look for the knowledge, troubleshoot. Why do I have this fear, and what is at the root of it? What is at the bottom of this fear? Is I'm fearful because I'm scared of succeeding? Am I fearful because of what another person told me? Am I fearful because this is something new? We got to troubleshoot and find the reason. And that's how we cut the cord and feel better about ourselves. That's how we achieve more. We can't just say, I'm afraid of things. Well, we can. A lot of people do it, but we shouldn't do that. See, we're all about growing and maturing and being better adults, better human beings, raising ourselves to a higher plane and elevation that maybe our the past generations of our families couldn't do because they didn't want to put in the work. They didn't know that those tools existed. I can say for myself, I didn't know certain tools existed. I didn't know that when I had a fear that all I had to do is gain some knowledge, get in touch with the right people, have a better circle of people that I could call, that I could encourage, that I could read certain things. But it all had to start within me. I had to look and say, I'm fearful of something, and then ask myself why, and then say, what are you going to do about it now, Marlene? And I say the same to all of you motivators. When fear arises, when you know that you're fearful of something, do you just say, I'm scared, and then just hold back and then run the other way, or say, I give up and throw your hands up? Or are you going to say, I'm fearful, and why? Why am I fearful, and what am I willing to do about it? See, it means that you have to have a willing spirit. You got to be willing to say, I'm afraid. You got to check it. Say, I know I'm afraid and it's okay. And what am I going to do about it? It's the action is how you follow through. This is how we break chains. This is how we shift our life. This is how we shift our mindset to not sit on the fear and let that fear disable us and keep us stuck and we never get to elevate. See, that's exactly what a fear will do. And unless you cut that cord to what is holding you back, like fear, you will stay there. You will stay stuck. You will complain your entire life and nothing will change. See, don't let fear hold you back any longer. See, we're not going to let that fear, oh, get us like this, get us discouraged. No, when we have the fear, we just say, Fear, I see you. And I know I'm afraid right now, but I'm going to do something about it. See, we all have that capability, motivators. We all have the capability within ourselves that when I am fearful, I can be strong. And I'll tell you why. When you're afraid of something, you have the ability to say, I'm afraid and I'm not, and I'm going to check it. And I'm not going to stay fearful. I'm going to do something about it. See, that's empowerment. See, we're empowered over here, my motivators. We're not just going to say, I'm fearful and then give up and give in. No, I'm fearful, but what am I going to do about it? What am I willing to do? Because I love myself. When you love yourself, you don't just sit on things. You just don't throw your hands up because you have some tools. Because I love myself. I can admit to myself. I think that's where the victory is. That's where the hope is. There is hope for me because I know I love myself, because I know what I'm about. I know what I can do, and I'm not going to let a fear cause me to give in. So I say that to all you motivators, encourage yourself when fear you can admit to yourself, okay, I'm fearful of this. Why am I fearful? And what am I going to do about it? That's the empowerment. I'm going to do something about this fear. I'm not going to sit on it. Yeah, I'm not going to sit on it. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to sit on our fear. Yes, that's right, serious. Empower yourself. I'm not wasting my life in doubt or fear. No. See, and for a long time, I can say for myself, I blocked myself from my own happiness. I because I said I always would say I'm miserable. Well, who's in charge of that? Who's in control of that? You are in control of what you think. You are in control of what you do. You are in control of what you believe. Now, what say you, motivators? What do you believe about yourself? Are you going to cut that cord, or are you going to keep believing this is all I can get? This is all I can get. This is all I can do. And we will think that way because of certain people in our lives, right? And we're going to get into that in a little bit. Hey, puzzle pieces, how are you doing? Welcome in, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday to you. We got a member in the house. I appreciate you being here. I hope all is well with you. Hey, Tamika, welcome in. Got a mod in the house. Thank you so much for being here. How are you doing? Good to see everybody. Yes, a serious fear is an obstacle that stands in the way of progress. And it's up to us. See, that's where the empowerment lies. You have so much control over your life. We will dismiss that the amount of power that we have. There is power in your thoughts. There's power in your mind. I'm fearful, but what am I going to do? I'm fearful, but am I going to just say, oh, I'm scared and then just stay there? No, that's not good enough, motivators. We're not just going to back ourselves into a corner. No, any challenge that happens to us and for us, we're going to walk through it, or we're going to find a ways to troubleshoot our way through it. It's about what we're going to do. It's about turning our obstacle into an opportunity. When that opportunity arises, Okay, I'm fearful. Now I'm going to use this obstacle and turn it into an opportunity for me to experience some personal growth. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to say I can. I'm not going to say I won't. I'm going to say I will. I deserve to be. I will not let this get me down. Okay? It's all about shifting mindsets, all about all of that. It's all about shifting our mindset. And all of us has the possibility to do it, but sometimes because of our background, people who are in our life, that's the reason why your circle of people matters so much. If you have people in your life and they're so negative, they're not doing anything with their life, they're always complaining, that is what you will become. And it's so important that we cut the cord to all of that. We cut the cord to people who also project their fears as well onto us. Now, let's get into point number 3. Cut the cord to whatever is holding you back: insecurities. Now, all of us as human beings, we all have insecurities. We all have things that you're kind of, I don't know. It could be maybe certain things that you have no control over. It could be your weight. It could be your height. It could be a disability that you have. It could be whatever challenge it is, that's something maybe a little bit harder for you to deal with. But once you get some tools and once you also speak it, see, a lot of times the power controls us because we won't admit things to ourselves. See, that's a power too. When you know what your flaws are, when you know the things that is difficult for you to do. See, when another person tells you, they have the power. But when you know what it is that you need to work on, when you know your own personal insecurities, when someone else tells you, you're like, yeah, I know that. I already know that. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. It's all about how we choose to take things in. See, a lot of times we get upset with somebody else when they tell us something because we don't want to admit it to ourselves. We don't want to admit that we have certain problems. We don't want to admit that we have certain flaws. We don't want to admit that we need to work on some things. So don't let another person be the one to tell you you need to work on something. See, I know myself. I know what I need to work on, but thanks for telling me anyways. So don't let another person tell you about your own insecurities. Know your insecurities and cut the cord to them so that you can take your power back. Yeah, motivators, we're taking our power back. We're taking back our control. I know what I need to work on, and I'm going to do what I need to. I'm going to cut the cord to that insecurity because I know what I need to do. I'm a work in progress. I believe in myself, and I deserve to work on myself. I deserve to improve myself. Yeah. See, you see how the encouragement happened right there? The upliftment is not that we don't know we need to work on things, but when nobody else is telling us, know yourself, know thyself, know what you need to do. So when another person comes at you and says it, you're not, how come you're telling me that? No. When somebody tells, I know that. Thanks for the reminder. You see how you just shifted the power in the room? You shifted your light. You see how you just shifted your energy? Don't let another person tell you what you're insecure about. We know what it could be. And anything that you don't like about yourself, you have the opportunity to change it, especially if it's something that's in your control. Maybe it's maybe you're insecure about how your skin is. Maybe you're insecure about something about your teeth, your hair, your weight, the body image, all of those things. You can change those things. You can work on those things. So there's a lot of things that's how you can cut the cord. I know that. I'm working on it. Empowerment, strength. Once you get those tools, it's just how you use the tools. It's not that you don't know certain things about yourself, but you don't let another person tell you, and you don't let another person make you feel inferior. See, you took your power back. I know what I need to work on. I know the things that I need to work on, and I'm going to do that. You just cut the cord to that. You just took your power back. You just elevated yourself. You just brought in more light. See, raise your light, raise your energy. That's how we cut the power. And that's how you don't hold back yourself. You don't hold back your own personal light, okay? Don't don't let other people and their insecurities become yours. Let's see who I missed coming in. Hey, Miss Tracy. Welcome in. How are you doing? Happy Friday. Got a member in the house. I really appreciate you. Happy Friday. It could be an outfit, Tracy. I must have missed something. Yeah. Yeah, don't let other people put things into your head, make you feel less than. Okay? Don't let it happen. Don't let other people do it. You got to take control over the power in the room. Okay? Now we're on point number 4. Cut the cord to whatever is holding you back. Worries. We worry about everything, don't we? We worry about people in our life. We worry about what we can do. We worry about the things that we can't control. I think that that's a main one. That's one that is very toxic for us. We have to stop worrying about the things that we can't control, and only um, allow ourselves to deal with what we can change. That's the empowerment part. I'm not going to let myself worry about other things that I can't change. You can't change other people. You may not be able to change your circumstance at the moment, or you may not be able to change your health or different things, or you can't change other people's attitude. You can't make other people be consistent and do what they need to do. So don't worry about it. Let it go, let it go, let it go, and be free from it. We must cut the cord to those things because it holds us back. It drives us crazy. We give our own self so much stress, don't we? We give ourselves more stress than we need to. Okay? Don't give yourself needless stress when you don't need to. Don't give yourself that. All right? Don't let yourself worry about things that you can't control. And I can say for myself, I worried so much about other people. I worried about this person and what they're doing. And I was driving my own self crazy, stressing myself out, giving myself headaches, raising my blood pressure, losing sleep. If you can't do anything about it, you gotta release it and let it go. We sometimes have to release that controlling part of ourself because we want other people to improve. We believe in people so much that we worry. And it goes right into my point number 5. See, all that worry, we worry about people. You worry about people because we genuinely love other people, especially that be of our family, our friends. We see the potential on people. We know that they can do something amazing, but they personally have to believe it. They personally must know it. And that includes our family. That includes them. When we talk about people, let's also talk about we have to cut the cord to the toxic people that we know. And we all know toxic people. And it could be the work environment. It could be friends, or so-called friends. It could be people here on social media. And while you may not know them in person, but it's definitely an association. You're putting your time into people, and you don't want people to, you know, crash out. You don't want people to fail at something because you see that they have something really amazing on them, but they personally must want it. And I'll say it again for those of you who have not heard it. We can want something for someone, but they must want it for themselves. And to save our own self, to stop ourselves from having mental duress, okay? From having aggravation, from our own spiritual enlightenment, from not having our blood pressure run up, okay? We can't let other people cause our own demise, our own being stuck. And I did that for so long. And I had to say, Marlene, you got to let go of that. You have to let go of those people because they don't want to win. They're not doing anything with their life. They're not trying. They're not consistent. They're not being accountable. They're lying to themselves. They're making excuses. I can't do anything about that. And you can't, my motivators. You can't make people do right. You can't make people be consistent. You can't make people win. They have to want to do that for themselves. They must personally have that mentality. They must have that attitude. I can't do anything about it. All I can do, all that is in my control, is for me to do what I can do. I have to just use my abilities. I have to use my gifts. I have to believe in myself, even if they don't. Now that's hard. It's hard to see people not get to a higher level, not achieve certain things, not strengthen themselves, not believe in themselves. But we can't do that. You cannot make another person love themselves. That's their job. They have to want to love themselves. They have to want to stop making excuses. They have to want to do the right thing. They have to want to be honest. They have to respect themselves. There's nothing that you can do, and you got to cut your cord to those people, or they're going to take you down. They will have you stuck. They will have you driving your own self crazy when you could just cut the cord, back away from them, stop listening to them, stop hanging around them. See, we can have other people cause us to have our own downfall. You will stop winning. You will stop getting your blessings, your gifts. You know, it will cause you to pause on things because you're so busy involving in helping them and helping them to win and helping them to believe in themselves. And at the end of the day, they won't, because you can't make somebody do right. Okay? We can't. It's not our job. You wear yourself out and it still won't work. So we got to cut the cord so that we can have our own peace of mind, so we can have our own joy, so that we can get focused and get into our own business. Yeah, motivators, get in your own business, have some of your own business, and walk in silence. Stop telling people your business. Okay? Stop telling people your business. That's on everything. I put that on everything. Stop telling people your business. That's all. Yeah. Puzzle pieces, thank you so much. Yes, hit the like. I'd really appreciate it. Yeah. You got to cut the cord. You got to. And I've seen some people that have so much gifts, that have so much talent, and they, because of family members or friends or the person they're in a relationship with or their job, because they have limited themselves, they let other people limit them. Isn't that something? Because they are limited, because they have no self control, because they don't love themselves, they will cause you to stop and slow down in your love for yourself. And that can't happen. Hey, Angela, how are you doing? Happy Friday. Good to see you. Welcome in. Yeah. Yeah, Angela. Yes, yes, yes. I know so many people that need to cut the cords. And get people out their life, but people always hide behind those words. I love this person. I love them. And I'm trying to tell everybody that just because you love somebody, it doesn't mean it's a good love. There's toxic love. There's toxic friendships. There's toxic people that can be in our life. They're not good for you. And they could say all day long how much they care about you, how much they believe in you. But what are the things that they're doing? They're causing you aggravation. They don't help you. They don't support you. They don't try to understand you. They see that you're frustrated, but they don't do anything to help you. This message is for somebody. Stop letting people use you. Cut that cord by all means and get your power back. All I can do is get the message. I can't make anybody do. I can't make people do right. And you can't make people do right. And this is one that it's a hard and heavy one. I know not only just for myself, but I know that many of you motivators as well. We have to cut the cord to family members, certain family members that use us. They use you financially. They use you, they want everything that you have, and they will put you down. They will not make you feel good about yourself. There's never an encouraging word. They're never supportive. Everything is one-sided. Everything is I need you to help me, help me, help me, help me, help me, help me, help me. And while you're always busy helping them, you never help yourself. Ask me how I know, because I've done it for years. Ask me how I know. And until I cut the cord, until I broke those chains of misery, and they were the ones that were miserable, and because I'm around them, I was miserable too. I had to cut that cord. And as soon as I cut the cord to those people, I wasn't miserable no more. Actually, I was smiling. Actually, I had more money in my bank account. Actually, I was going after my dreams. Actually, I was able to get focused again. See, the thing that is very unfortunate about family is not all family loves us. Who needs to hear it? Not all family, because just because we share the same bloodline doesn't mean that they care about you. Doesn't mean they support you. Doesn't mean they want you to win. Actually, some family members want to sabotage you. They actually hate you. They are jealous of you because of your abilities, because of your gifts, because you are trying, because you're hustling, because you're improving, because you make them accountable, because you don't let them get away with stuff. Come on, somebody. Don't let them get away with it. Don't put up with the toxic behavior just because of the label of family. Just because you're my family does not automatically mean you love me. Doesn't automatically mean you support me. Doesn't mean that your opinion is the only one. Yeah, I can have my own opinion, and it doesn't mean I don't love you. It just means I have my own mind. Okay? That message is for somebody. Okay? Family does not equal love. Family does not equal happiness. Family does not equal support. You can find, I have found people in my life that has loved me deeper and healthier, and so much support and kindness that my family could never give to me. I have had people who have come in my life and loved me deeper and stronger than my own blood. There'll be people who actually will be strangers that will give you more time and support and understanding than your own. Message. And the whole thing is that I had to believe it. Before, I didn't want to believe it because I always said, that's my blood. And it may be sometimes how we were raised. Oh, you have to. That's your family. You must help them. When it's your family that is making you drown, they're taking you down. When are you going to cut that cord and save yourself? Make yourself sane again. Bring back your finances. Give you back your peace. I have to do it for myself. And you got to do that for your own self. Nobody can't do that for you. Sometimes the people in our life don't need to be there. Stop telling them your business, what you're trying to do. Stop answering their phone calls. Stop giving them money. Stop giving them money. Okay? Let them bail their own self out. Let them make some better decisions. Let them grow up. Okay? They need to grow up. Say, I had to tell some people in my life, I can no longer enable you. What I'm doing is not healthy. It's actually toxic. So I'm sorry if you're mad or you're upset, but you're going to have to take care of your own business. It's hard to say. People may get mad, angry, talk about you, whatever. Cut the cord and get your freedom. Spread your wings. See, it's during those times when you cut the cord to your family or whatever toxic person, I'm telling you, you will start to soar. Doors will open, opportunities will arise. You'll meet the right people. You'll get to enjoy your life. You'll be traveling. You'll be smiling. Your blood pressure will improve. Even sometimes you'll start losing weight. You start feeling good. You start getting into doing more things for you because you're not focused only on them. You can put the focus back on yourself and getting into what you need to do for you. What you need to do for you. Cut the cord. That's on everything. That's on everything. All right. Let's see what I missed here in the comments section. Okay. Angela says, some people are only takers. Take, take, take. And that's a real message right there. And we have to realize that all those takers, pay attention. Pay attention. If it's only a one-sided thing, cut yourself right on out of their life. If you're the only person trying to spend time, you're the only person sending text messages, you're the only one putting in all the work, if it's always you, that's not a relationship. That you're being a bank. You're being a bank, or you're being a therapist, or you're only supporting them. You also deserve to be supported. You also deserve to be checked on. Thank you so much for that comment, Angela. It's a real good. Yeah, run from them. Yep, that's. Yeah, they are unhealthy for us. Yeah, I'm a walking testimony of that. And I love that series. I love to hear the empowerment stories of all you motivators that you had to get rid of certain people in your life for you to win. And I know it's hard, it's difficult, but you can do it. Sometimes you got to walk away from romantic relationships. Okay? Sometimes you got to walk away from family. Sometimes you have to walk away from jobs. You got to walk away from certain people in your life because they make you ill. I don't know if it's just me, but there's certain people that they make me ill. Like they make my stomach hurt. They give me a headache. They raise my blood pressure. They aggravate me to no end. They drive me absolutely crazy. And I just say, I can't do it no more. I can't do it no more. That's for you're forcing that relationship. You're forcing it, and you're the only one putting in the work. So cut the cord. Yeah, our families do not have to be blood. We make a family with people we trust. There we go, Angela. And if you don't trust people, mm-mm, they have to go. They have to go. They have to go. And I know it's not easy, but you got to do it. You got to do it for yourself. Okay. And thank you so much. Let me acknowledge the super sticker from Puzzle Pieces. Thank you so much. I really, truly do appreciate that super sticker and your support. And as always, I got to bring out Panda for the Panda to dance when the super chat hits. Hold, please. Thank you so much, Puzzle Pieces. I truly do appreciate that so much. Yes, absolutely. hmm Peace. Peace. That right there, realist one. Peace is, oh, when you don't have it, when you have people and they're like, oh, driving you crazy. And then you have to ask yourself, why do I keep allowing these people to drive me crazy? You don't have to answer those phone calls. You don't have to be around people. You don't have to do anything for anybody. See, we think that we have to do things for people, but you don't. You don't have to do anything for anyone if you don't want to. Yeah, what she said. Cut that cord. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, that's just for realist, the panda. That's just for you, realist, the panda. Hey, Jinx journalist, how are you doing? Welcome. Appreciate you being here. Happy Friday. Thank y'all so much. Oh, okay, Jinx journalist, thank you so much. Let me go back to the banner. And I was just finishing up family. Okay, cut the cord to whatever is holding you back. Now, I don't want anybody to think Marlene is trying to come over here and tell people to not work. No, no, no. That is not what I'm saying. I'm saying that sometimes the work that you're doing is not within your purpose, within your plan, what you're supposed to do. We sometimes think that we have to accept certain menial work just because that's what you've been doing for a while. And you don't have to. You can always shift and change anything that you want to. So sometimes people on the job will, they'll be toxic. They'll no matter how much you do for them. I know I'm speaking. No matter what you do on the job, they're never satisfied. You can never please them. You can never, when I say never, I mean never, ever, 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 ever make them happy. Ever. If you give them this little bit, they'll want this much. Do more, and do more. If you did that, then let's do more. And there's never a thank you, there's never any gratitude. With that being said, if you find that the job is using you, that the people on that job are being disrespectful to you, I'm not saying quit your job. No, no, no. I am saying that it may be time to look for other ways of getting your money. Okay, look, maybe work on your own hobbies and your own business. Learn to monetize your talents and your gifts. But if you find that you're not appreciated, okay, there is always going to be a place that will appreciate you for the things that you do. Okay, and for us, sometimes we have to have that sort of awareness. We settle for things a lot of times because, oh, I got to pay my bills, so I got to do this. I got to put up with that. And you don't. Mm-mm. Nope. There is some place that you could work that will appreciate, support, and encourage you and love on you for who you are. And be appreciative and be grateful and want to give you vacation and rest. They want you to take care of yourself. And if you're not getting that, mm-mm, well, cut that cord, everybody. Cut it. Cut a cord. All right? Okay. I'm good. I have a headache. I'll feel better soon, Jinx. Yes. So I got to say, if you find that your work is taking advantage of you, cut the cord. Now I'm about to put the link here in to the chat, and I've asked for the link is for puzzle pieces or Word or somebody that I know. Not everybody. Whoever whoever I have asked to come up, you're welcome to come up. Or even like Leticia, Realist One is always open for you to come up. Geo, yeah, you guys could always come up. Okay, so let's talk about cutting the cord to whatever is holding you back. The opinions of others. All right. Now, that can be a very controlling force, right? The opinions of other people. I've got to run out for traffic bills. Thank you so much, Angela. We allow a long time the opinions of others to get us stuck. We listen to it. We listen to it, and then we believe it. We listen to all of this foolishness. People will be nothing but spewing lies. Okay. I can't do this. I can't do that. You can't do this. You can't do that. You're never capable. You'll never win. Blah, 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 blah. On and on they will go, projecting all of those opinions. And we got to dismiss it. We got to stop listening to what other people's opinion, what their estimate of us. See, we have the final say. What do I say about myself? And we have to stop letting others' opinions get us stuck. Don't let other people's opinion of us, don't let another person's opinion of you, what they say, get you get you down. And I know that sometimes when people will say things, it really does hurt. It hits us, but it's only because you're believing it. Why are you believing it? And my dad always said, the only time you get mad about things is when it's true. If it's not true, then get rid of it. Throw it far behind you. You got to take control and power over that. If somebody is telling you something and you get mad because it's true, then what are you going to do to change it? Then change it. Then fix it. Improve your life. Improve who you are as a person. If you don't like something, then change it. But don't listen to other people's opinions because it doesn't count. It's a lot of negativity, right? There's a lot of negativity out there. There's a lot of projecting out there. There's a lot of people who doubt who they are. There's a lot of people out there that don't love themselves. And they want to make you feel because they don't love themselves, because they're not putting in the work, because they're not consistent, because they're not trying, because they have given up on themselves. I'm just the messenger. Just because you have given up, just because you say things, I have the final say. Okay? Cut the cord to those opinions of other people. And you get involved in putting in the work and showing people. I just finished talking about that on my live stream on my vlog channel, that the best revenge is more success. I thank you, Daddy. I thank my father for teaching me that at a young age. My dad always said that. Don't try to get them over to your side. Don't try to change their opinion. Don't try to make people who are miserable happy, because you can't. You're wasting your time. You're spinning your wheels. You're wasting your time and your energy. Dismiss other people and their opinions. What do I say about myself? What do I believe about myself? What is the work that I am putting in to win? That's what's important. And dismiss the opinions of other people. There you go, a realist one. Hypocrisy. They'll say all day long, shouting from the rooftops, I love you and I love other people. But right behind your back, as soon as you walk away, I can't stand that person. I can't stand them. I don't like them. Oh, who do they think they are? They think they're this. They think they're that. Mm. It's a sad state of affairs. Unfortunately, everybody's not loyal. Unfortunately, everyone can't be trusted. But when you see it, when people show you who they are, when they show you what they're about, and you don't like it, you don't have to keep taking it. Even with an apology, there are certain things that you can't come back from. Like, I accept your apology, but I can no longer have you in my life because I know my power, because I know my worth, and I'm not going to let anybody take me down that road ever again. And I put that on everything. I put that on everything. Yeah, I put that on everything. I'm never going to let anybody devalue me. I'm never going to let anybody make me feel like I'm less than ever again. Ever. And anybody who comes in your life and they make you feel less than, they try to stop you down, slow you down, and block you from your purpose. Get rid of them immediately. You don't need that in your life. See, the whole thing is that we don't believe in ourselves enough. We always say, people say that all day long, I believe in myself and I love myself. But when it shows up what they're doing, what are you doing in your life? They're not doing nothing. See, it's in the actions. It's in the actions that shows what you think and believe about yourself. It's in the actions, everybody. It's all of that. So, yeah, opinions of other people. So, that's all I came here to say today. I hope you guys have a awesome and a great weekend. Appreciate all you guys' support. And to tell whoever needs to hear it, cut the cord. Cut the cord to the users, the abusers, the manipulators, the toxic people, the lazy people, the people who don't understand you, the people who don't support you, the people who are always saying things but doing nothing. Get rid of them. The people who are giving you headaches, the people who are aggravating you, people who are always spewing love, but they are never portraying nothing but hate. Look at my face. Look at it. I don't have time for it. I don't have the time for it, and you shouldn't either. Don't dismiss your talents and your gifts because of other people, because of their opinions, because of their fears, because of their worries, because of their doubts, their projections, their laziness, their excuses. Win, motivators. Win. And did I say win? And win. And to do that, we must cut the cord to all of those things. Okay? Cut the cord to whatever is holding you back. So, yeah, all of those things. Only certain family members in my life get second chances. Nobody else does. Yeah. Period. Period, everybody. Period. I guess nobody wants to come up today. So that's it from here. I hope everybody has a great and awesome weekend ahead. I hope it's peaceful, it's prosperous. You get some needed rest. You love on yourself. Take some time to have your own personal time. Get into your meditation and enjoyment. Yeah, all of those things. All of them. All of them. All of them. Hold on one second, guys. Let me see. Mhm. Okay. All of those things. So let me see. Uh-huh. Okay, let me add. Hey, Nexie.
Hi, Marlene. You know I had to come up. You know it. I was like, oh my God, how long is this show today? Because I have a lot.
Oh
I think
no,
the
my
last thing
bad.
you said, the last thing I said, I'm sorry, that I wrote in the chat is true. My father taught me that. Not everybody deserves a second chance. It's
Mhm.
your life, it's your peace of mind, and how, it's towards your benefit of your whole being, right? So my dad
Mhm.
always said, I know that you're gonna feel inclined to do that, but if you do it with one time, two times, you're gonna be doing this for the rest of your life. So always keep in mind that not everybody deserves a second chance, whether they're family.
I think your mic went out, Nexie.
Oh, I'm sorry. He
It's
said
okay.
not everybody deserves a second chance, whether it's a family member or a friend. It doesn't matter.
Mhm. Yeah, and it has to. It's up to you. There are certain times that you could maybe give somebody a second chance, but if you give somebody a second chance and then they do something again, now that third time, uh-uh, there's no third chance.
Yeah, which
Mm-hmm.
is why he probably told me to stop it the one time.
Mm-hmm.
Because he says that he used to say this, that people are intentional. Um, I didn't understand what he meant by that, but I'm feeling that now I think I get it. Everything they do is with the purpose, with an intention in it. So they have their own plans or whatever it is that they do have. So you have to be careful. And so for me, it's an always thing. I don't give second chances, and people that know me, they know that. And when people offend you, even though they sometimes do it in a way of that maybe they're not in the right place at that moment, but when they insult you, when they do things like that, that's the end for me. I can't, because I will never do that to you, no matter how bad of a day I was having.
Yeah, I like what realist said. How about they don't do it in the first place?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. There are certain things that people will do, and then they'll say, like, because I had a situation happen recently. I'm not going to tell all the details of it, but somebody said, you have to forgive me, you have to forgive me, but they don't understand that forgiveness is not dependent on keeping you in my life. I can forgive you so that I'm not aggravated, or it takes away from my peace, but I forgive you and I release you. That's a power too.
Yeah, but forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. That's
Hmm.
the reason why, for me, second chances are not, for others than my immediate family.
Hmm.
Because I don't, yeah, I don't believe in that. When people ask you to, just forgive me already and let's move on, you say, yeah, I'll forgive you, but you move on. I'm still gonna
Yeah,
stay in
you're
the
not
place that
you're
I'm
not
in.
moving on with me.
Yes, yeah, you move on, because I'm not. Yeah, we're not going there anymore. And at times, it takes sometimes a few things to be done to me so that I can get that you're really not my friend, right? Or you're really
Yeah,
not
the
a good
the
coworker.
clarity, the
Yes,
clarity.
the clarity. It takes a few steps, and I'm like, you're walking funny. So yes, I got to go. And the
Hmm.
same goes for work, Marlene. And that's something that touched me too, because um sometimes you have to cut that cord, right? You want to help everybody, you want to please everybody, you want to have good harmony, you want us to work efficiently. But I was noticing that my colleagues were leaving me. Can you finish this for me? I gotta go. Oh, can you take over this? I gotta go.
Oh,
Can you do
Oh,
this? And I was doing, yes, yes, of course, yes, yes. And I'm like, I was finding myself doing all of my work plus theirs,
yeah.
in the mode of, oh, let's keep the peace, right? Let's try to work together as a whole. Let's try to be cool
Yeah.
together.
But also you know that you can turn that around. Do the same thing for. Oh, can you finish this for me? I gotta go.
Oh no, I've done it and I'm busy right now. I'm sorry, I will help you, but I'm busy. Can you take
Right.
it to somebody else? So that's when I started saying, oh really? Oh, that's how it is. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to cut the cord. Now, what I did, and I know it's mischievous and it's probably petty on my part. When they will ask me, oh, can you file this paperwork or can you finish this for me? I wouldn't answer, and the thing will be there the next day. They will be upset. How come you didn't finish? I said I didn't answer. You left before I could say anything. I was gonna say no, but you took off right away, so I couldn't tell you no.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Right.
wouldn't answer, and that's how I cut the cord.
I'm buffering.
I learned to put my foot down and say no, no, no. We're all here for the same reason. We have to. If I help you, you have to help me.
Right. Yep. So let's welcome Word to the show.
Hey, hey, oh, 1 second. You okay, baby girl? My bad. She was choking on the water. But yeah, it's a
How
good
are you doing?
conversation. Great conversation. Mama, what is you doing? Great conversation. I apologize.
That's
Um,
okay.
now she did it. I know. Um, but the part like when we talk about like second chance, I think a big part too is the other side too because sometimes I know with me. One of the hardest things for me to do was to accept after I apologized and I felt like I made things right that people still ain't accept. And I had to make peace with that. Like, the things that I did, the transgressions that I passed on to people, you know, sometimes people can't get over it. So I had to come at peace, like, okay, even though I changed, what I did to them affected them in a way that forgiveness is not, in order for them. So I had to learn how to let that go, and me move forward. And because at first you beat yourself down because you realize like what you did was so bad that people don't want to forgive you, and you start to question yourself like, well, did I really change? Is it worth it? If people still look at me from the aspect of my past, why should I change? All those things was going through my head, and I said, you know what? Um, you know. They don't want to give me a second chance. That's okay. I had to give myself a second chance, And after I did that and made peace with that, I moved forward. And people accept it, then they accept it. If they don't, then they don't. As long as I know I did what I was supposed to do.
Yeah, I think that that's what matters at the end of the day. That we have to understand that while we honestly may have changed, and we ask people to forgive us, you never know what that person has to deal with, and all the things that they maybe you caused the pain to them that they just can't get over. They can't forgive that. So we just have to say we know we have changed, and then you move forward, and you know that moving forward, I'm not going to do anything like that again.
And it also kept me humble to the point where I made sure I didn't make those same mistakes again because I knew some things you just can't come back from. No matter how much you say sorry, no matter, and then it opened me up too to understand that, I wasn't perfect. I was young and naive. I just, and with space, I matured. So a lot of times, I don't even think about giving people a second chance. I give people space. I guess that's just a different way I look at it. I give them space and time and see if they mature. If they do, then cool. If they don't, then I just keep living my life. I don't even really truly give it a second thought. It's people who I wasn't cool with back in the day that I'm real cool with now because they matured. If we would have stayed close together, we probably would have had a conflict we couldn't come back from. But since we created space and time passed, had time to think about it, had time to mature. You know, we got a good relationship now, working relationship. We got a business relationship with a guy. I fought this guy probably about 6 times back in the day, and we do good business together. So um, that's why the space is, space is, in my opinion, my experience, space is always good.
Yeah, I agree with that. Sometimes you just need space for either you to grow or to them to grow, but you got to understand that, after some time, after you make some changes in your life, you're just a different person than you were before, before the things that happen to you. And when you have those growing pains, sometimes you grew out of that relationship. Like, I'm just not the same person anymore. I'm sure that has happened to many people as well.
Ye- Yes,
And
it has.
oh, oh no, go ahead, Nick.
No word. Go ahead. Continue your talk. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and even like that, like even the guy, I said I had like 5 or 6 fights with. We was friends at first, and now we just more like business, associates. We got a business relationship. We don't hang out or nothing, but when we around each other, you would think that we best friends, but he don't call or check on me. I, I, I like me personal. Like when people say friend, a lot of times they don't define, in my opinion, they just don't define what type of. I think is levels to everything. And I think people use that word so broadly, like this is my friend, and put expectations on it. And I just act accordingly. Shout out to the realest one. But whatever type of, I don't try to make something out of nothing when it comes to people. I let people be who they are. And if they're good people, then I interact with them. If I interact with you, it's like we have some type of relationship. Now that relationship is predicated upon our interactions, and I don't try to make nothing more or nothing less of it. So there's no confusion. You know, people expect loyalty out of people. Like, y'all don't even have that type of relationship in the first place to expect this person to do this, or I don't know. It's just weird to me.
Yeah, I think that that's a big problem is the expectations part. A lot of times we get so involved in expecting people to do certain things for us that, of course, you'll be disappointed because sometimes we'll have an expectation for people to do something for us that they cannot fulfill. So it's an unreasonable expectation. So you're going to always be disappointed. So is something that I'm working on more and more is stop expecting certain things from people and just letting people be who they are.
And that's one of the things I learned in life, and I created a philosophy around it, and I live by it now. I don't expect nothing from nobody. I got hope and faith for people. I don't trust people, and I don't expect nothing from them. I substituted trust with faith, and I substituted expectations with hope. You can't take something away and not replace it with something. So, like expectation, I just hope people treat me right, and if they can't, then I move on. It's as simple as that. I mean, because like you said, I tell people, okay, okay, man, okay, we know you talking now, but like I tell people, I know, don't put no expectations on me because you're gonna be disappointed. I'm not interested in living up to anyone's expectations in life except for my wife. I let my wife do it because we sit down and talk. Um, and when you coming together with someone for like a lifetime bond, a lifetime partnership, even in business. If I'm in business, then yeah, okay, we can put expectations on one another because we have to fulfill certain duties to keep this thing going. But as far as the friendship, you will be disappointed. I can be transparent into what I'm gonna be and how I'm gonna be. And if you can accept that, we can rock out. But if you can't, then we can't. I can only be me. I can only do what I can. But People put too much into other people, and you got to remember, it's up to other people. Other people have. We all have the right to live our life the way we choose to. We all have the right to do what we to pursue happiness the way we choose to, and it looks different for everybody. That looks different for everybody, and we take that out of consideration. We want to be treated one way, but we got to take in consideration other people want to be treated the way they want to. And a lot of times, those expectations you put on people, you don't even know what the person's capable of at the time. The circumstances the person has is like even like with this YouTube thing. We do that sub for sub. People say if you ain't in my chat, I'm not coming in yours. Well, I don't. If I do that with everybody I subscribe to, I wouldn't have no time. It's impossible to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like virtually impossible to do it. But people get upset because people ain't in their chat. People ain't doing this. I mean, people can only do what they can. So anything a person does, instead of saying what they can do more, just be appreciative of what they're doing now.
I will say that, especially with this YouTube thing, that, you have to understand the motives of people. You really don't know what people really are about until you start, either gaining some success or something. But if somebody really backs you and supports you, whether you come to their stuff or not, they're going to support you because ultimately you want them to win. So it's just an excuse thing to say, you know, if as content creators, if I'm working on my stuff at the time that you go live or you upload a video, of course I can't come to yours because I'm involved in my own business. But a mature person would understand that.
And Marlene, as far as when War was talking about the friendship, how people use it very loosely, right? This is my friend, he's my friend. I don't. Like I have acquaintances, right? Oh, he's an acquaintance of mine. I hardly ever give that friendship word to people, and that includes here. It's included here on YouTube. I have a handful of friends that I've made on YouTube. I know I have a lot of acquaintances, right? I know a lot of good content creators, but I don't consider them my friends, right? They're just people I follow and content I like. In the outside world, I do the same thing. I don't call anybody my friend unless I mean it. And as a friend, I give, because I'm giving you my friendship, I give it, as much as I can, as respectful as I can be. Try to maintain that friendship. So I expect the same thing back. And I do. I put expectations on people, because if I'm good to you, if I behave good with you, I expect at least that, respectful and good behavior. So it is important for me to, when I start a new friendship, that we start with the right mindset on both sides.
And that's why it's so important to be careful who is in your circle of people that you're around, because if it's, sometimes unfortunately we'll think that people are a certain way and then they prove that nah, I can't trust them or I can't respect them, and then you just have to, move accordingly. We got to understand that this is social media, and not
Hmm.
everybody on here that we socialize is meant to be somebody long term.
Exactly. Not everybody's going to be that. And you know it. You know what I mean? It's like Marlene says, right? You know it. You know who is going to be with you long term, and who is just someone that, you came across and helped you change something or viewed something a different way. Um, but, when it comes to supporting people, especially you guys that are content creators, it's probably very, very hard. And another content creator should be able to understand that, right? They shouldn't, get upset if you're not in their content as often as you wish because you're working on your own.
Yeah, and that's I feel like that's something too. You just have to. What I'm learning is, the more that I'm working on myself, I can't make other people happy. That has to be their job. That's something that they must do for themselves. You can't make people be happy for themselves, and you definitely can't make people be happy for you. So you got to handle your own business, and unfortunately, that means that you got to step aside sometimes for other people to work on your own endeavor so that you can personally win. But a mature person would understand that, like, I can't be there all the time, and it's okay
Hmm.
because they're trying to win as well. And
You know,
shout out to you, Boss Life Online. Go ahead and
it,
say sorry.
no, I was gonna say sometimes, they sometimes for your content, I'm not, like I said, I'm not a content creator, but I can only imagine sometimes for your own content's well-being and for your mind to be okay, sometimes you have to step away even from people that you have started with or have known a long time here, because sometimes they can also, clutter your mind, because sometimes you worry about them because you want them to, to go further, or you want to do this. So you have to sometimes just step away and let them do them, and then you do you, and continue on the journey without, any issues, if you can. Go your
Right,
separate ways, right? As they say it.
right, Nixie. I agree with that 100%. And I just put something in the chat that sometimes you got to take a break as well and get yourself energized and refocused again, because you will get burnout city, because especially being a content creator, you still have a whole life. You still got to have pay your bills and take care of your family and everything that you got to do. So you got to take a break, sometimes maybe a few days, and get yourself refocused into what is your original purpose for being here and what you're doing. And I had to give myself that permission sometimes, that sometimes I feel like I support so many people and then I don't get back the same support, but that's
Mm,
not the reason why I'm here to do it. If I support people and they don't support me back, then that's up to them. I just have to learn to, the amount of support that I am giving, I have to learn to be balanced. I can't support people and then I'm completely burnt out.
there
So
you
it,
go.
it, it causes balance. You got to be balanced. I will support you when I can, but it can't be all the time.
Yeah, sometimes you have to do that for your own sanity, right? For your to keep in your own space. And I have noticed that, I've heard, other content creators get upset and name names. They drop names of people that are not here anymore, and this person just used me, and I'm like, what? How can they use you? I mean, like, I get it, right? You can't be used, but how can you do that to someone that, before you were like hand in hand supporting 100% and going all the way for them? So I don't get it. It's weird. These YouTube streets are weird.
People, I had to learn that the hard way, just because I got real life too. I got two kids. I got a wife. I mean, YouTube is just something I click into and come on, and so I can't be on here all day. I can listen sometimes. Most of the time, I listen to a lot of people. I'm just not in the chat because I can't. People, I don't know. People just weird, but I support the content that I like, and
Mm-hmm.
that's just what I do. I mean, I will like and I will like somebody. I'll sub up and like, but if I'm not into your content, I'm not into it. I'm not. My time is precious, so I'm not sitting here watching stuff that I'm not into. I can listen, and I understand that. The same for me. Sometimes people told me like, bro, that's too deep. I don't want to hear that, or I'm not interested in that. You're a cool dude, but I'm just not, and that's fine. I appreciate you subbing and liking. I had people tell me like, look, you cool, man, but I'm not into that content, but I do like, I like your stuff, and I'm sub. I'm like, I appreciate that. Ain't no hard feelings. People too sensitive too. Somebody don't go to your chat. I mean, the
Mm-hmm.
only time, like, if you a mod in my chat and you don't come no more, I just take your mod stick, okay? I mean, that's for people who here doing stuff. But then don't get mad when you come back and you don't got it. Like, You're not here.
Yeah.
Those
I,
wrenches, those
You know,
how,
wrenches.
how are how are you going to be a moderator and you're not moderating anything?
right. So, I mean, I'm not mad that you're not here, but you can't be upset that you don't have a stick no more. I mean, you come once a month, once every 2, 3 months, that's fine. I mean, you shouldn't, I don't know, it's just weird to me. People
Yeah.
do, they get sensitive over things. And it's like, I'm not supposed to be sensitive, but I don't know. So I just
Those
stopped
wrenches.
caring.
I think those wrenches are a source of discord among content creators and their
I
in their
it
chats.
is. I actually hate the mod sticks. I really do. Cause it's
Yeah.
like I hate them. I really do.
Yeah, when I get them, I feel like I got a job to do. Like I got to go to work.
Yeah, I gotta go
Because
to
you know what?
work.
I'm not gonna lie, when I was trying to build my channel, and the channels I go to always say drop your link, and then it's like you wait for somebody to drop your link. So it was kind of cool having it, so I can drop my link. But now it's like I don't really care about dropping my link no more. So it's like, but like the people I like, and like I said, the content that I support, I like having the mod sticks in there because like if a troll or something come through, the content creator can keep doing what they doing and I can handle the problem. So I do like looking out for my people. So my people, I do enjoy having sticks in y'all chats, but I be going to people chat sometimes and they just give me a stick. I'll be like, oh man.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually, to be honest with y'all, I actually, when somebody has given me a mod stick and I don't really know their content, I just tell them, say, I'm just a supporter, so you don't have to mod me.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
Yeah. I
that's
tell
what
them
I
in the
do.
chat, so they can, I say, you can remove it if you want to because I'm just a supporter of you. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yep.
You just, the whole thing about being an adult is communicating.
Yep.
And I think a lot of times people here on YouTube don't know how to communicate, right? They
Yeah,
don't know
they
how to
they forget that
communicate.
they have the ability to voice, their concerns, their opinions. And if you feel that you're not going to be 100% on that particular content creator, then you tell them, no, I'm sorry, I cannot really take that because I don't come to you all the time. I do it on replay or I do this. So you have to explain because that's what grown-ups do, right? You have to
Yeah,
give them a reason why you don't want it, or you cannot have it. It shouldn't be given to you. Somebody else maybe that comes more often, yes, but not me. And since I choose who I support, and whenever they give me that range, then I take it seriously because I'm supporting this person.
yeah,
I'm gonna go to everything they do because I like them.
right,
But if I don't, it's just for support. That's it.
yeah. I had to understand that there's some people here on YouTube that you just support them because I just support people because I want them to win, but not everybody that I back. I feel like
Mm.
that's the difference. There's some people I support, but there's some people I back that I'm gonna have
Mm.
their back in everything, no matter what they do. I don't care. I don't care. Like I'll throw the rocks and then run. Say, just tell me later. Oh, we're throwing rocks. Okay.
Yeah, tell me how much it is later. We go
I'm gonna
half and
put some
half on
egg.
that one.
I'm gonna put some eggs in your orange juice.
Yeah. Ew.
Yeah, I'll put some eggs in your orange juice and then just tell me later.
We'll talk about it. Hey, that's how. Hey, shout out to the realest one. I will get petty for my people in a minute. What you said is 100%. Yeah, I get petty and then we'll talk about it later. And then, there's some people like that, you know, Next you said, there's some people that you can feel that, you genuine, like the interaction is genuine. You have built a relationship, you communicate well. So if it is an issue, unlike my daughter, if it is an issue, you can speak about it. But then, like you said, there's some people on here. I mean, just a slight, they would think you did something, and they try to cut your head off.
I know, I know,
Yeah.
I know, I know all
Hmm.
about that. So, yeah, this has been a good topic. It's been amazing, and I thank y'all for so much for hanging out with me. It's been a good topic talking about cutting the cord to whatever is holding you back, and there are a lot of things that we will allow to hold us back. People, things, mindsets, fears, worry, doubt, all kinds of things. Maybe our financial situation, but yeah,
Our
I'm
guilt
gonna have
sometimes.
yeah, guilt. I'm gonna highlight this comment from Boss Life Online. And Boss Life Online says you have to have a business mindset in order to not bring the drama. People are in your life for seasons, and only a few will last a lifetime. Period. Period. If I could pin
Hey,
that,
Gio.
yeah,
Yes.
that's I believe that 100%. And I
Amen to
noticed,
that, Gio.
that a lot of people on this app, that's why they're here. They're here for drama. You got to identify why certain people are in your life. Are they really there for you, or are they there to get something from you? And then once they get what they want, then they can move on. Some people are only there to take something from you, take information, take your content, whatever, blah blah blah, whatever it is. But that's just what it is. Yeah, all of that. So, any final words, Nexi?
Um, just no, not on this one, Marlene. Well, maybe just that be the best that you can be for others. Um, and if you expect something in return, because we're all humans, right? And we make mistakes, don't expect too much back. Just give all you got from your side because that's what matters.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Nexi. And Word?
I would say just be you and do it unapologetically. You know, the people who for you will be for you. The people who ain't, they'll disappear. You know, just try not to fulfill anyone else's desires or needs because you'll find yourself lacking. You know, so just be unapologetically you.
Yes. I like that. Awesome. And shout out to Nexi and the Word and everybody who's in the chat. Shout out to all my my motivators family, uh, all my members. Appreciate each and every one of you, your support. Uh, Cut the cord to whatever you need to, whatever is holding you back. And like I always say, just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life. Bye, guys.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Forgive me, I love me,
I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? I forgive me. I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? Ooh, hey, yeah.